Hey y'all, it's Because Mama Said So, and today we're making creamy chicken carbonara stuffed shells and roasted zucchini. To get started, we're going to take a package of bacon and we're going to cut it into small pieces, and then we're going to cook those pieces until they're just before the crispy stage. We want a little bit of softness to them for the sauce. When we're done cooking our bacon, we'll move it to another plate, but we'll save the drippings in the bottom of the pan. The drippings are going to become the base for the sauce that we make to fill the stuffed shells and pour over the top when we bake. To our reserved drippings, we're going to add just a little bit of butter that will go ahead and melt down to get ready to make our sauce. We'll add a little bit of garlic. We'll also cook this for about a minute or two until it becomes fragrant, but you want to make sure that you don't burn the garlic because that is not a very pleasant taste. To this mixture, we're going to be adding heavy cream and half that will cook until it starts to lightly steam. We do not want to boil this. Once it lightly steams, we're going to go ahead and add cream cheese and Parmesan cheese to this, and we'll mix it until everything is melted and thickened. Once our sauce is nice and thick, we'll move it from the heat, and then we'll prepare about 2 to 3 cups of chicken. I actually used a rotisserie chicken. It was super easy, and now I'm just taking my kitchen shears and I'm chopping it into pieces that are bite-sized. To this mixture, we're going to add 2 eggs, about a cup of our sauce that we've made, salt, pepper, parsley, and about a cup or 2 of shredded mozzarella. We'll stir this to combine, and this is actually going to be the filling for our shells. Now we're going to doctor our sauce up a little bit. Dropping your whisk into the pot is not required, but obviously I did. We're going to add some salt to this. We're going to add some pepper as well as some parsley. Then we'll stir this to combine. We're flavoring the sauce separately because of all the components we're using it for. Not only are we using it to pour over our shells, but we also put it in our shell filling. From here, we'll take our sauce and we'll add it to the bottom of our pan, and this just provides a nice little cushion for our noodles to sit on, so that way in the oven it doesn't burn. Then to the sauce that we have mixed together, we're going to add our crumbled up bacon. I'm going to leave a little bit of the bacon behind because I want to be able to put it on top. From here, it's just all about the business of taking our shells and stuffing them with our filling. Then we're going to place the shells seam side up so that way they don't fall out. As you can see, I start this completely the wrong way and trying to fix it throughout the process. Once all of our shells are filled, we're going to take our sauce and pour whatever's left over the top, just to kind of give a nice coating to all of our shells. And then we're going to spread it out and top it with just a little bit more mozzarella cheese. This is then going to go into the oven to bake until it is nice and brown on top and bubbly. From here, we're going to prepare our zucchini. We're actually going to put this on a tray and we're going to roast it in the same oven as the stuffed shells. And normally I would like to roast my zucchini at 425 degrees because it gives a little bit of a nice brownness. But since I want to do it with my shells, we're going to do it at the same temperature with the shells. And we're just going to put it on a sheet pan with olive oil, salt, pepper, and Old Bay seasoning. It's just one of my favorite flavor combinations for roasting vegetables. We'll go ahead and put that on the pan. We'll toss it in olive oil and then we'll give it our seasonings. And then halfway through our baking time, we'll toss this once and then we'll up the temperature to 425 degrees to let it roast that last part to make sure it's nice and crisp and has a little bit of browning to it before we pull them out. This creamy carbonara chicken stuffed shells turned out so good, and it was such a nice compliment to the roasted zucchini. Here's my plate all put together so you can see what your dish will look like. My family really liked this one, and the leftovers were wonderful for the next few days. As always, the recipe is at the end of the video. I would love for you to like, share, subscribe, comment. Remember your precious cargo. Why? Because Mama said so.